What's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Where you from? Said you from where? The Dominican Republic. Now let me ask you a quick question. Say that again. Okay, hey brother, come back real quick, King. You want a water? We got some water for you, brother. But you gotta talk to us for 2 minutes, brother. 2 minutes for some water.
To the kids, I can't. I got to my kids.
You gotta get to your kids?
Yes.
All right, brother. Hey, listen, we're gonna give you a flyer, brother.
Thank you, my brother.
Somebody get this brother a flyer. And a water. Take the water too, brother. Brother, we got water for you, brother. We still won't give it to you. All right, brother. You an Israelite, brother. Remember that.
Yes.
All right, brother. You guys show we gotta repent in these last days. Give me Isaiah 62 and 6. Let me get Isaiah 62 and verse 6. All praise the Most High. Give me 1 John 3 and go to verse number 11. And somebody go to Philippians 1. Ahabia. Go to Philippians 1 and go to verse number 6. Bring this out.
It's Isaiah 62 and verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls.
What the Lord say?
I have set watchmen upon thy walls. O Jerusalem,
Right.
which shall never hold their peace.
Now we're going to be quiet.
Which shall never hold their peace.
Read.
Day nor night.
Right.
Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent.
What the Lord say?
Keep not silent.
One more time.
Keep not silent.
As always, we're going to open up giving all praise, honor, and glorification to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Womelech Yahushua, man. And for those who don't know, we are the watchmen for Israel. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked country. Babylon the Great, also known as the United States of America, to let y'all know that this place is going to soon be destroyed, and to let this chosen people of the Most High God, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American man, woman, and child, let them know that they are the chosen people. They're going to come back to their nationality, back to their God, and back to these laws in the last days, so they don't get caught up in the destruction, man. Right? Read this in 1 John.
This is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 1. 3 and verse 7. Verse 11. For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning.
What the Lord say?
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning.
Read.
That we should love one another.
That what?
That we should love one another.
And this is the last gate that we wait to enter. We got to come together as brothers, man. We got to continue in brotherly love in these last days, because that's the last bullet in the chamber. If we can't come together as, and that's what divided us as a nation in the first place, man. Right? We had the division between our people. We split between the northern kingdom. What's going on, sister? Sister.
You got 2 minutes?
Right here, brother.
What's going on, brother? Let me ask you a quick question, brother. What's your ethnic background? You said Dominican and Trinidadian?
No, Jamaican and Trinidadian.
Jamaican and Trinidadian. What's the lineage? What's the ethnic background of your father?
He's Jamaican and Trinidadian.
You said he's Jamaican and Trinidadian? All right, all praise. So what we're trying to teach is that so-called black, Hispanic, Native American man, woman, and child, that we're the Israelites according to the Bible. So you go to Numbers 1 and go to verse number 18. So you yourself, the so-called West Indian, so-called Jamaican and Trinidadian, you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, right? The word Jamaica just goes back to a word that just means a land of wood and water, right? When your people was oppressed and conquered and put into slavery, these are labels that were slapped on you. The same way the so-called African American and black man got their labels from the oppressor, from the British man when they came over here, conquered this land, stole us from the west coast of Africa and brought us into slavery. They gave us titles and labels. Black, African American, Negro. Same thing with your people. Jamaican, Bahamian, right? What's another one? Trinidadian, right? From the Barbados. They gave you all these titles and labels. But do you believe in the Bible, brother?
My name is biblical.
You said your name. What's your brother? What's your name?
Zachariah.
Zachariah. All praise the Most High. So you have to understand that when you open the Bible and you read it, you're not going to find Jamaican. You're not going to find Trinidadian. You're not going to find black. According to the Bible, what we're teaching is that we're the Israelites, right? So-called black, Hispanic, Native American people, they were conditioned to believe that they were those labels and those titles to strip away the actual understanding of our nationality, of who we truly are. Because we understand, well, these people understand that the less that we can understand who we are, that the longer that they're going to continue, the longer that we're going to be at the bottom. So what we're trying to do now is get our people to understand who they truly are according to history and according to God, right? Bring this out in Numbers. Come on.
This is the book of Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18.
Right.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
And they did what?
And they declared their pedigree.
By what?
After their family.
Right.
By the house of their father.
So whatever your father's lineage is, because in America what they do is what's it called? It's not yeah, no, it's not paternal. It's it's by maternal. It goes by, yeah, it's not paternal, it's maternal. So it goes by your mother. But according to God, according to the Bible, it's all paternal. So whatever your father is, that's what you would be, right? So what we're trying to show our people is who they truly are. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Go to Jeremiah 17, go to verse number 4, right? Because you understand that you're calling yourself Jamaican and Trinidadian. That's not what God would. If God cracked the sky right now, he's not going to come back saying where the Jamaicans at, where the black folk at, where Hispanics at, because he never called nobody that. When the Lord divided all the nations, that's what determined your ethnicity, right? But through systematic oppression over 400 or 500 years of time, we were stripped of that identity, and it's been replaced with names such as Jamaican, such as black, such as Puerto Rican, right? Bring this out, Jeremiah 17.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and 4.
Right.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue.
Shall do what?
Shall discontinue.
Do you know what it means to discontinue from something? Say remove from it, right? To forget, to be stripped of, right? So the Lord said you're going to be, read that?
And thou, even thyself,
right,
shall discontinue.
Shall what?
Shall discontinue.
From what?
From thy heritage that I gave thee.
So the heritage, your heritage encompasses a few different things. It encompasses your land, your nationality, your language, your food. It's all embedded in your culture. That's what your heritage is, right? So the Lord said that the Israelites, they were going to lose their heritage. Go to Psalm 44 and go to verse number 14. Because then he told you when you're stripped of that heritage, your nationality, you're going to be called by what's known as proverbs and bywords, right? Which is calling yourself like a nigga or Jamaican, right? Or black. Read this.
The Psalms 44 and 14.
Right.
Thou makest us a byword.
What did the Lord say?
Thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
So now the Lord made us a byword among the heathen. Hey, look at Jamaicans say all them niggas good for is the track and field. They got Usain Bolt and Johan Blake. They only good in the Olympics. That's the only time people gonna watch anything that has to do with Jamaica is when they in the Olympics coming up. Only time you gonna watch a black man is when they tell them shut up and dribble. It's when they on the court or they on the football field. But we more than that. We really the kids. Give me Leviticus 19 and go to Exodus 19 and go to verse number 5. Because we really kings on this earth, but we're trying to show our people how we know that. Go to Deuteronomy 28. Go to verse number 15.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 19 and 5.
Right.
Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed,
right,
and keep my covenant.
Because what, you paying attention, brother? Yeah. Okay, all praises. Because what happened, are you familiar with the Israelites? Okay. Go ahead. We'll wait, don't worry about it.
Peace, man. Just see y'all back, man. Peace.
Hey, brother, come talk to us, brother.
Teach.
Yeah, come talk to us real quick. We try to teach somebody.
Yo, I'm in a hurry. I got you. I'm almost on 60.
You got a flyer with you, brother? Hey, brother, let me ask you this. What's your nationality?
I'm American Black Muslim.
See, that's why you got to come talk to us, brother. You said you American what? American Black Muslim. It's madness. And that brother ran off. Who called it? That brother called him. He's like, that brother going to run off. Where was I? 1 John. Back to 1 John. So like I said, hey, listen, we gotta come together as a nation, because the Most High not going to redeem us from this place until we come together as a nation and there's brotherly love and brotherly unity within our nation, man. Right? We got to stop hating our own brother. Read this.
1 John 3 and verse 11. For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another.
That what?
That we should love one another.
Read.
Not as Cain.
Not as what?
Not as Cain.
Not like Cain, who did what?
Who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother.
And did what?
And slew his brother.
And that's why on the back of every brother's shirt it says what? I am my brother's keeper, man. So when our brothers come around, we got to show brotherly love. Like this. Hey, brother, real quick. Don't go around, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, brother, we know you hear us, brother.
Yellow shirt.
Read that again. Not as what?
Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother.
So we won't be like Cain in these last days, man. We got to show brotherly love amongst all camps, amongst all brethren, and amongst all, and have unity together, man. Because the Most High, again, He's not going to redeem us until we all come together as one nation. Because we're divided right now. You see the separation within the nation right now. So we got to come together in brotherly love, and we got to lift each other up, man. Go to Hebrews 10 and go to verse number 25. Bring this down, Philippians. Philippians 1 and 6. Right? Philippians 1 and 6. You said you got that? Whoever gets to it first. Go to Matthew 22 and go to verse number 35. right? Because like I said, this is the last bull in the chamber, man. We got to come together as unity. You see the nation rising up day by day. You start to see brothers in places you never thought you'd see brothers. You driving down the streets, you see brothers with fringes. You stop at the gas station, you see sisters with dresses and fringes on. Starting to see sisters with the head wraps. Brothers coming out and showing love to each other. And listen, once we come together as a nation, that's what the Most High is going to redeem us out of this place, man. Right? Read that, Philippians.
It's the book of Philippians, chapter 1, and verse 6.
Right?
Being confident of this very thing.
Of this what?
Of this very thing. That he which have begun a good work in you.
What the Lord say?
That he which have begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahushua.
Shall what?
Shall perform it until the day of Yahushua.
That's part of that brotherly love. A good thing that we started, which is what? What's going on, brother? I like the hat, brother. Slaki. Hey, brother, let me ask you a question. You believe in God, brother? You believe in Jesus Christ?
I believe in Jesus, but I believe he was just a prophet and a messenger of Allah.
Say that again?
That he's a prophet and a messenger of Allah. That he's not God.
Okay, all right. So that last part we agree with. We don't believe he's God either. We believe he's the Son of God, like the scriptures say. So are you with the Nation of Islam, or would you consider yourself just a straight Muslim? So you a Muslim? Okay, all praise the Most High. So watch this, brother. We're gonna show you something. Somebody give me Babylon the Timbuktu. So when you read the Quran, where's Shannon? Where's Agara? You got the Quran on you? If you don't, it's cool. We can always pull it up. Because when you go, let me ask you this. Do you read the Quran? You said you do? Now, what does the word Quran actually mean?
Quran?
The word Quran.
Recital.
You said what?
Recital.
The reciting. Or the recitation. Now, what is it recite? What is it reciting? You said Allah's words. Now, where did Allah's words come from?
Ancient Jibril brought the message to Prophet Muhammad over a period of 23 years.
Now, we're going to show you something out of a historical. I forget what chapter it is. Let me see. Or what page it is. I believe it's 80. I believe it's 84. Oh, this brother got it. I'm going to show you something out of a historical book, right? There's a scholastic source that it cites where Islam was the birth of Islam and how it came to be and how they have their laws and their understanding. Right? Read this.
The birth of Islam.
No, this is it right here. Yeah, read that.
This is Babylon the Timbuktu by an author named Rudolph Windsor.
So this is a scholastic book. You listening, brother? All right.
Muhammad tried to construct his religion.
His what?
His religion.
Because Islam is a religion. So it's a way of life. Can I join Islam? What do I have to do to join Islam? You have to do a shahada, right? It's a religion. What we're teaching is not a religion. It's Christianity. Let me ask you this: is Christianity a way of life?
Christianity is a religion.
That's not a way of life. What separates the two?
What separates the two?
Yes. What separates religion and Christianity?
Okay. Religion is a set of rules and guidelines.
Religion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rules and guidelines.
That's religion. That's what separates the two. So in Islam, is there laws and guidelines?
Yeah.
There is. So it makes it, by your own admission, it's a religion.
Not to me.
Can I eat pork in Islam?
Nope.
Is that a law?
The law says you should not.
Wait, hold on. Is that a law? Can I find that you're not allowed to eat pork in the Quran?
Yes, you will. But you'll also find. Hold on.
I got you.
Say one more thing. You'll also find that Allah says, if you're gonna die, or if that's the only thing you have to eat enough for you to survive to get to where you get some more to eat, regular food.
Give me 2nd Maccabees and go to verse number 6.
Yeah, I got something. Right out of the Quran.
Oh wow. Can you go straight to it?
It's his phone.
This is Josiah's phone?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm coming right back to that. 2nd Maccabees chapter 6. Set your there's 6.
What ayat is it?
Yeah. Start at 17.
This is second.
Are you familiar with the Maccabees? The Maccabean revolt?
I've heard of it. I never researched.
Okay, so this is historic. This is historic records. During the time of the Greeks, which started in 331 BC, there was what was known as a Maccabean revolt. The Maccabees were Levites. You can look that up in history. We don't have to get out to just the Bible. I got you. But it's called a Maccabean revolt, where the Maccabees were a group of Levites that revolted against the Grecian Empire that was oppressing them. Right, now watch this, read this.
2 Maccabees 6 and verse 17.
Right.
But let this that we have spoken be for a warning unto us. And now we will come to the declaring of the matter in few words.
Right.
Eleazar, one of the principal scribes,
right,
an aged man,
right,
and of a well-favored countenance,
right,
was constrained to open his mouth.
To do what?
Was constrained to open his mouth.
To do what?
And eat swine's flesh.
And to do what?
And to eat swine's flesh.
So this man Eleazar, who was a prince, he was an Israelite, a principal man. He was trained by the Greeks to open his mouth to eat swine's flesh, which is pork. Right? Read on.
But he, choosing rather to die gloriously.
Die what?
To die gloriously than to live stained.
Exactly. Brother, I need you to pay attention to this, brother. All right, all praises. Watch this.
But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth.
Did it what?
Spit it forth. And came of his own accord to the torment.
Right.
As it behooved them to come, that are resolute to stand out against such things.
Right.
As are not lawful.
Are not what?
As are not lawful,
right,
for love of life to be tasted.
See that? So he said for the love of life, pork was not to be tasted. He rather die gloriously than to eat swine's flesh. So you have men in the Bible that were Israelites that would rather die than to eat swine's flesh. But hold on, wait, I got you. Yo, listen, when you read this, it was either he ate the flesh or he died. It said he went, as soon as he spit it out, they took him right to the torment. So it was either die or eat swine's flesh. But in Islam, if there's nothing else to do, you can eat swine's flesh, would be breaking the laws of God.
You can't allow yourself to die.
This man literally just decided to commit suicide.
That's true. You can't do that.
You can do that. No, but when you read this,
commit suicide.
You said what?
I said you can't commit suicide.
Can't commit suicide? No, we don't believe you. But by default, he committed suicide because it's either death or life. The death if he didn't eat the swine's flesh, life if he did eat it. So since he chose not to eat the swine's flesh, right, that's the difference between
that's a martyr's death.
That's the difference between Islam and an Israelite. We don't teach religion. We teach your bloodline, what you are ethically according to God. Because I can where the brothers at? Them two brothers over there, the twins that you see over there, they used to be in Islam. The brother was a sheikh. He was at the top. He was at the top of the totem pole. But you see where them brothers at right now. Why? Because you can join and you can join and you can leave.
That's right.
You an Israelite by blood, whether you believe it or not.
That's right.
But you joining another religion. But you being part of religion is going against what the Most High God told us as a nation of people to do.
That's right.
I want to start from the ground, though. I want you to first understand who you are and what we're teaching. We're trying to get you to understand what your ethnicity would be. You call yourself a black man, African American, whatever the case may be, Negro, colored, Afro American, any of those things.
I'm actually American Indian.
You said you're American Indian? Now let me ask you. Now I'm gonna show you something. The word America comes from a man named Amerigo Vespucci. Okay, which was an Italian map maker, right? That's a white man. The word Indian just means savage. That's a label that was given to those people by the people that enslaved the so-called Native Americans in this land, right? So you could not identify as what the oppressor calls you. You calling yourself an American Indian would be going by the label that they gave you, right, and not by what God calls you. Right. Would you agree with that?
American savage.
Okay, perfect. So now we understand that according to archaeology, according to prophecy, and according to history, that the so-called Native Americans that were in this land prior to Christopher Columbus and the conquistadors coming over here were actually naturally born. We're actually natural born Israelites that were brought over here during around the 6th century BC. Right? So you wouldn't be a so-called Indian, you would be an Israelite more than likely from the tribe of Gad or from the tribe of Simeon. Right? Reuben. From the tribe of Gad or from the tribe of Reuben would be one of your respective tribes. Again, give me Leviticus 20 and go to verse number 26. That joint needs something. Say that again?
I said I didn't this, I didn't know. I ain't know this. I ain't know this.
We don't let the strangers
A lot of those I ain't know. But now I understand why I dealt with certain people most of my life.
Like family-wise, friends-wise, or just in general?
Well, yeah, people like Dominicans.
Spirit, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, my father, he's Haitian. So I'm part Haitian and black and American Indian.
Hold on, rewind. You said what?
Part Haitian.
No, before that. You're who? Your father?
Yeah.
Your father would be Haitian?
Yeah.
Okay, so go to, now, let me get actually Nehemiah 7:61. Because you said that you were American Indian. On whose side? Mother's side. Okay, so we just got done talking about this. Because according to America, it goes by your maternal lineage, which is the lineage of your mother. But according to God, according to the Bible, it will go paternally, which means it'll go down the line of your father. So whatever your father is what you would be.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it.
I got you. Watch this. Read that. I know the names started now.
It's all good. This is Nehemiah chapter 7 and verse 61.
Right.
And these were they which went up also from Tel Malah to Tel Haresha, Cherub, Adon, and Immer.
Right.
But they could not shew their father's house.
What did the Lord say?
But they could not shew their father's house.
Where the what?
Nor their seed, whether they were of Israel.
So it went by the seed line of your father. They couldn't show their father's house, showing you that it goes by the seed line of your father, right? So you are whatever your father is. So you, my brother, you will come. Go to somebody. Can you go to Numbers 35 and go to verse number 2? And can you go to Numbers 10 and go to verse number 6? I think that's what I want. But you would go back to the tribe of Levi, right? Which were the chosen people of God to be the priest. Right? They're the ones that burn the incense. They're the one that does the sacrifices. They were consecrated to the Most High God. They were the they were the lawgivers, but they were literally our way of speaking to the Most High God. We had to go through the Levites. So you come from a very special tribe of people, right? Oh, you got that? 35 and 2.
Find out when you get older.
We got you, bro. That's what we're here for, bro. We're here to show you something. And trust me, we coming right back to Islam. We're gonna show you something too. Read that.
It's Numbers 35 and 2.
Right.
Command the children of Israel that they give unto the Levites.
They do what?
That they give unto the Levites of the inheritance of their possession, cities to dwell in. And ye shall give also unto the Levites suburbs for the cities round about them.
Right. So the Levites, they were separated. When you go into the allotment of lands, I know we don't have a sign on it. Levi didn't get a land. Levi's inheritance was the Most High God. Right, so they inherited the Heavenly Father. Why? Because he was going. The word Levi, that's where you get the word law from. That's where lawyers come from in X, Y, because they were literally lawyers between the children of Israel and the Most High God. Right, so you would come from a special tribe of people. What's that? Let me see that in Numbers 10, in verse number 6. Nah, that's not it. It'll come to me eventually. But you come from a special tribe of people, because the word Haitian, it just goes back to a word meaning a high mountain. Right, it has no significance. When the people of the French people conquered your people, enslaved y'all, that's what they gave y'all, was that label as Haitian, until y'all defeated them and they retreated in X, Y, and Z, y'all overcame, right? But you, my brother, would come from a very special tribe of people, right? So you would be a Levite, but that's by blood. Again, I know you want to, I just talked to a brother earlier, I said he was with the nation, but our people, somebody give me Deuteronomy 28 and go to verse number 64, right? Our people would start getting down with other religions, because that's just how our people was. We would always fall into idolatry and go into we would get into what's that joint they practice over there in India? Hinduism. They get into Islam. They get into being a Buddhist, even Christianity. Those are all religions. Why? Because I can join them, do what they tell me to do, and if I don't want to get down with it, I can leave. Now, can you go be Chinese?
Not really.
Can a Chinese person come be you? No, why? Because that's the ethnicity. No matter if you go to that land and try to fit in, whatever the case may be, you'll never be one of them. Why? Because that's just not who you are. You're an Israelite according to the Bible, and you're separated from everybody else. So that's how it goes. Slaki, read this. Yeah, 2864.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 64.
Now watch this. This is how we understand our people. They go off and go into idolatry. Why? Actually, read verse number 15 for me real quick. It's because our people disobeyed the Most High God. Right? We're actually going to read this from the top. Our people disobeyed God, and guess what he did? he put punishments upon us. That's why we don't know who we are, right? That's why we're lost. Go back to Jeremiah 17:4, Baba Kasha. Read that verse 15.
Deuteronomy 28:15.
And I know you into Islam, you're familiar with Moses, right? Now Moses, the people that freed the children of Israel by the hand of God out of Egypt. He split the Red Sea, he led them through the Red Sea and into the Promised Land. Now the book of Deuteronomy is one of Moses' books, right? It tells you in the Quran that you gotta refer back to the law, or the Torah, which is the law, which is found in the first 5 books of the Bible, right? So we're gonna go to one of those books that's talk about Moses talking to the children of Israel. Let's see, I'm gonna show you what he said.
It reads, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and the statutes, which I commanded this day.
He said, if you don't keep these commandments which I'm giving you, then what?
That all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses are gonna come upon the nation of Israel, right? Verse 46, Baba Kasha. Do you know, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? If I put, he said it can be both. Read verse 2. Actually, just start from verse 1. 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the...
Hey brother, can you hear us? Can you hear us? I know the camera probably can't hear that well. Go ahead, King.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if he's talking to the Israel. He said, if you hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord your God, read.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high, above all the nations of the earth. And all these blessings.
And all these what?
And all these blessings shall come on thee.
So see that? So the Lord said that if you keep the commandments, then I'm going to bless you. So then when he says, if you don't keep them, I'm going to curse you, can a curse be a good thing or a bad thing in this sense? It's a bad thing, right? So the Lord said all these curses are going to come upon the nation of Israel if they don't keep the commandments. Did Israel keep the commandments of God? You said no. So what happened? They was cursed, right? Verse 46, Baba Kasha.
Verse 46.
Right.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Now these curses, you pay attention, brother? Now these curses are going to be on the Israelites for a sign, on their seed line forever. Brother, let me ask you a question. How I know that's San Juan Health Center? It says it's a sign on it, right? So I was able to locate it because of the sign. You're going to be able to locate who the children of Israel are because of the curses that was put upon them because they're for a sign. You follow me? Now watch Jeremiah 17:4. Watch one of these signs.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
The Lord said that the Israelites are going to discontinue from their heritage. Do you know what all embodies? You know what all embodies your heritage? Your land, your language, what customs you keep, the laws you kept, the feast days. Like if I go to China, they got the year of the rat, cat, dog. They got the dragon festival. They speak Chinese. They got Chinese food. We got you, brother. We gonna get you one. I got you, brother. So what would...
I want to look some of this up. That was real interesting. I didn't know that about myself.
You said, say that again?
I said, this, I didn't know this about myself.
You didn't know this about yourself, brother. That's what we're here for. That's why we're here. Give me John 8 and give me verse number 32. Because that's what we try and do. Is we try and show our people who they truly are according to the Bible. Because for so long it's been hidden. But the Lord said in Psalm 85 and 11 that truth shall spring out of the earth. You got a flyer, right, brother? All right, brother. Whoa, where they going? Oh, all right. I'll pray. All right, brother. You an Israelite. Can't remember that. And that's why brothers got to continue to come out here, man. Go to Colossians 1:26. That's why we got to come out here and teach our people. Why? Because they never heard this information before. So somebody got to come out here and got to do the work, right? And show our people who they truly are. Hey, King. Hey, King. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Bro, that's... Read that.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 1 and verse 26. Even the mystery.
Even the what?
Even the mystery, which had been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints.
See that? So our people, yeah, he's like, I never heard this information before. We know because they're not going to show you this information. They're trying to keep this suppressed for a reason. Because when our people start to rise up in these last days, understand who they are, hey, it's simultaneous with this fall of their kingdom, man. Go to the classic in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, right? Because their time is about to run out, right? This is that great army that they seeing that's starting to rise up. Go to Revelation 11 and go to verse 11, right? Because our people are waking up throughout the four corners of the earth right now, man. Like I said, you starting to see day in and day out. I'm driving down the street and I see a brother walking with fringes on. I'm like, what's Shalom? He like, Shalom. I'm like, where you going? I'm going to the school down the street. I'm like, oh, wow, this joint out here, it's getting crazy out here, man. All praise the Most High. That mean, you know what that means? We almost out of here. Let me get that 2nd Esdras.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
What did the Lord say?
For Esau is the end of the world. And Jacob.
And who?
And Jacob. Who are we? And Jacob is the beginning of that followed.
Is the beginning of it that followed. So we're at that time, man, where the Lord got all these prophecies popping off at a high rate. Brothers should know, hey, listen, by the end of this year is about to get crazy. You got, bro, they got attacks going on. They attacking the train system at the Olympics, right? You got the election coming up. Apparently Biden's dead. There's a lot going on out here, man. And listen, the Lord's stirring up that spirit right now, and all hell's about to break loose on the earth. So our people got to come back, hear this word, understand this information, and repent in these last days before the Most High, makes stuff pop off, man. Read this in Revelation 11.
This is Revelation 11 and 11.
Right.
And after 3 days and a half.
And after what?
And after 3 days and a half.
And that's what's happening right now. We're living in that last half a day, right? Read.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them. Right. And they stood upon their feet.
And they did what?
And they stood upon their feet. And great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven, saying unto them, come up hither.
Come up what?
Come up hither.
And that's when the Most High going to send his chariots to get our people up out of here, man. Go to that in Ezekiel 37 and 10, right? Because it's a great army rising up, and that's what the Most High is dealing with these last days. It's an army of men. So that's why brothers got to continue to come out here and teach the people, so you continue to let our people rise in these last days, right? You got that? Bring that out, okay?
It's Ezekiel 37 and 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me.
Start at 8. Baba can show us.
And when I beheld, you start at 8.
You can start at 7 if you want. What you thinking?
I was going to start at 1 and then jump down.
You can do that. Yeah, come.
This is Ezekiel 37 and 1.
Right.
The hand of the Lord was upon me, and carried me out into the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. Right. And behold, there were very many in the open valley. Right. And lo, they were very dry.
They were what?
They were very dry.
And that's what we got to come out here. And this is the no, this is the valley of dry bones. But what we doing is give you the true water, man. Right? We try and give you that spiritual water that's gonna rise you up and cause you to rise up on your feet, right? And live, right? Read.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Right.
And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest.
Now what?
Thou knowest.
Only the Most High God knows who's going to raise up, who's going to stay spiritually dead, and who's going to live. Right? Read.
Again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, right, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord God.
Thus saith who?
Thus saith the Lord God.
Thus saith the elder.
Thus saith the Lord God.
Read.
Unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you,
right,
and ye shall live.
And ye shall what?
And ye shall live.
And that's what's going on right now. We try and give you the breath of life, like the scriptures talk about. Right? Read.
You jump down?
Yeah, come.
Verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them.
Right.
And they lived.
And they what?
And they lived.
Read.
And stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
What's these brothers?
An exceeding great army.
What's the nation of Israel?
An exceeding great army.
Read.
Then he said to me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
Are the what?
Are the whole house of Israel.
Right.
Behold, they say, our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts.
So we're in the land of the dry bones right now, and we're trying to give that spiritual water and life and understanding to our people. But our people got to wake up and come back to the Most High God, and somebody's got to come out here. Go to Micah 3 and go to verse number 8. Somebody's got to come out here and show our people where they're going off and where they're going wrong. Because if the Most High, if we continue in sin, the Most High is never going to raise us up and get us up out of here, man. So we got to come out and got to tell our people where they're going off and how they can get back on the straight and narrow path, and we can get the hell up out of here, right? Bring that out, Micah.
What verse you want?
Micah 3 and 8.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 8. Right. But truly, I am full of power by the Spirit of Yahushua, right, and of judgment and of might, to declare unto Jacob his transgression.
His what?
His transgression. And to Israel his sin. Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob, and princes of the house of Israel, right, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. They build up Zion with blood.
You can rest right there. So we gotta come out here and we're declaring unto Jacob his sins and unto Israel their transgressions, showing them that they gotta come back. Or we got brothers that's in Islam. We gotta show them, hey, listen, that's what's that? That's the right track, wrong train, right? You on the right track, trying to because you know Israel, like it says in Romans 10 and 1. Hey, listen, Israel, they love the Most High God. What's damn?
Not according to
knowledge. But not according to knowledge, right? So that's why people cleave unto all these different religions and ideologies. But again, right track, wrong train. They got to come back to the Most High God, and we gotta be the brothers to come out here and to show brothers, hey, listen, you going off. This is the true path. This is where you're supposed to be. This is the straight and narrow, right? Bring that. Go to Matthew 7 and go to verse number 13. Go to Isaiah 49 and go to verse number 5, right? Because if nobody going to do it, hey, we got to do it. Like I say, I believe that's Psalm 96 and 16. Sloggy. Bring this out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49 and verse 5. Right. And now, saith Yahweh, that formed me from the womb, right, to be his servant.
To be his what?
To be his servant. Read. To bring Jacob again to him.
Right.
Though Israel be not gathered.
Do what?
Though Israel be not gathered.
Read.
Yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord.
Right.
And my God shall be my strength.
Right.
And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant.
What the Lord say?
It's a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant.
Read.
To raise up the tribes of Jacob.
To do what?
To raise up the tribes of Jacob.
Read.
And to restore the preserved of Israel.
Right.
And I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles. Right. That thou mayst be my salvation unto the end of the earth.
See that? So we come out here to raise up the tribes of Jacob. What's going on, brother? Hey, brother. ¿Tú hablas español? ¿Tú hablas inglés? Mi hermano. So we got to come out here, be the brothers to come out here to do what? To raise up the tribes of Jacob, man. Bring this out, what I call over here. Matthew 7 and 13, because we got to get our people back on that straight and narrow road, right? Give me that. I believe that's in 2nd Ezra 7. I believe it's 2nd Ezra 7. Bring this out.
It's Matthew 7 and 13.
Right.
Enter ye in at the straight gate.
Right.
For wide is the gate.
For what?
For wide is the gate.
Right.
And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Right.
And many there be which go in thereat.
And what?
And many there be which go in thereat.
And many people are going to find that gate. Why? Because that's the wide gate. How you doing, sister? Sister, you believe in God, sister? You got 2 minutes for the words of the Lord, 60 seconds, sister. Can you take a flyer for us? So we got to be the people to get our people to not enter into that wide gate. But what? The Lord says straight is the way that leadeth unto life, but wide is the gate that leadeth to destruction. So our people got to come back and come to this wide gate, because Christianity is not the straight and narrow gate. If Christianity was the straight and narrow gate, we would have been in the kingdom, right? Because the Lord said that this kingdom has to be preached in all the world, and then the end should come. Christianity is everywhere. Why? Because Esau got his democracy in India, in China, in Iran, in Russia, all these places. That the end would have been come if that was the case. But no, we still here. Why? Because the truth is just now coming out. Go to Daniel 12 and go to verse number 4. What's going on, brother? Hey, brother, real quick, let me ask you a question, okay? Hey, brother, take a flyer, brother. What's going on, man? Let me ask you a quick question, brother. Where you from? Say it? Ghana. So you from Ghana? All praise, brother. Come talk to me real quick, brother. Let me show you something. I'm ready to close out with that one. It's madness. Madness, man. That's New York. That's why I don't come to you. Oh, all right. I might spoke too soon. Might spoke too.
New York.
It's a New York, and they just bail on you. Hey, yeah, give me 1 second. They just.
Hold on. He's gonna lock it.
I thought he said hold on. He's gonna park up and then just dip. That brother. All praise the Most High.
We got the mighty Hob out here.
You said the mighty Hob, big Hob.
Big Hob holding us down. You know, dirty slick.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, what's up, man?
You say you from where? What's your name, brother?
Dawa.
Say it.
Dawa.
I go by Israel, brother. So let me. So you say you from Ghana, right? And Ghana is located where on the western coast shores of Africa?
Yeah.
Correct. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you ever heard of what's called the Negro Land map?
No, I never heard the name.
Okay, so on the Negro Land map, when you look at that part of Africa, it was also known as the Kingdom of Judah. Why? Because the people that were on that land, when you go into history and you look at migration periods, patterns, the people that were on that part of the land, on that strip, they migrated there from northern Africa, right? So they came down during the time of the 1st century and was spread throughout Africa. A lot of our people end up migrating into that western coast of Africa. Now that was also the land where what happened. Are you familiar with the transatlantic slave trade?
Say it again.
The Negro Land. I'm sorry?
Say it again.
Are you familiar with the transatlantic slave trade? You're familiar with slave trade. Now, would you say that your people are descendants of the transatlantic slave trade? Your ancestors, would you say that they're descendants of the transatlantic slave trade?
I don't know.
How do you feel about
You show them that.
how do you feel about
No, yo quiero decir que porque tienen
Right, do you feel like your people was a part of that transatlantic slave trade, brought over from Africa to here? Okay, all praise. So what we're trying to do is show our people like yourself, that the descendants of the transatlantic slave trade are descendants from the ancient tribes of Israel. Are you familiar with the Bible? Not really. Are you familiar with Israel?
you a Muslim, bro?
Yeah.
You a Muslim?
Yeah.
That's why your name is Dawa?
Yeah.
Dawa meaning knowledge, right?
He said he's Muslim.
I think he's Muslim because he's Dawa.
I think he said he is. Are you practice Islam?
I'm not
Okay.
too much know Islam.
Okay. I got you, brother. So again, you want to show him that chart? You want to show him that map real quick? So this map shows you, he's got it. It shows you on the map. It shows you where Ghana would be at on the Negro Land map. Now this is part of what's called the Gold Coast, which is where the transatlantic slave trade primarily took place. That's where the predominant amount of people were brought over from West Africa to America, right? People from Ghana, people from the Congo, and all those different various islands over there, or there's different sects over there, they were brought over to America during the transatlantic slave trade. The descendants of the transatlantic slave trade go back to the ancient 12 tribes of Israel. These are people that were chosen by the Most High God to be his chosen people. Somebody go to Deuteronomy 14:2. They were chosen to be his people, and the Lord consecrated them to be holy from everybody else. But how old are you, brother, if you don't mind me asking? 28? All right, I'm 28 as well. Do you have any kids?
No.
You don't have any kids. Now, when you were a kid, if your parents gave you chores and you didn't do them chores, was you going to get in trouble? You wasn't going to get in trouble if you didn't do your chores?
God.
Yeah, right. So you, the same way you would get in trouble for not doing your chores your parents told you to do, the Israelites, as God's children, if they didn't do what God told them to do, they were going to get punished as well. Does that make sense? So, you said what? No, it makes sense. Now I'm gonna read you one verse right here, right? Read that in Deuteronomy 14.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Right.
For thou art an holy people
Right.
unto the Lord thy God.
This is talking about the children of Israel. It says you're a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Holy just means to be set apart, right? You're different from everybody else, right? Read on.
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself,
Right.
above all the nations.
What did the Lord say?
Above all the nations that are upon the earth.
So the Israelites were chosen by God to be above everybody else that's on the earth, right? But again, there was a covenant made with God and with the Israelites. If you keep, somebody give me Deuteronomy 28, go to verse number 15. He told them, if you do what I tell you to do, I'm going to bless you, right? Just like you go to school, your parents say, yo, you come on with straight A's, I'm going to give you $100, whatever the case is. You come on with anything lower than a C, your ass is going on punishment, right? It's the same concept, right? Read that.
Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments.
What?
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee.
Follow me, brother. So he said, do you know what he just said? What did he say, brother?
No, I don't understand.
He said you don't understand? We're going to read it again real quick for you, and I'm going to explain it, all right? Read this.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 45.
Right up.
Moreover, all these
curses, bad things, punishment shall what?
Shall come upon thee,
Right.
and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee,
Till what?
till thou be destroyed.
All these bad things are going to happen to the nation of Israel till they're destroyed. Now, why?
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Because you didn't listen to the Most High God. To what?
To keep his commandments.
To do what?
To keep his commandments.
To keep the commandments, do the chores that he told you to do. Right? Read why.
And his statutes which he commanded thee.
See that? So the Most High God gave the Israelites commandments, laws to keep. Right? That was part of their culture and their heritage. If they didn't keep the commandments, God was going to punish them. You follow me? So God said he was going to punish them. The way that you can understand who the Israelites are is by those curses, is by those punishments that was put on them. Watch, read verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Now these punishments is going to be on them for a sign. Josiah, look at his shoulder. Wipe, smack that off his shoulder. All praise. So these would be for a sign on them forever. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense? What part doesn't make sense?
So, I was
Right.
When we did not listen, when we did not obey, we were punished.
And with that, give me Jeremiah 51 and 62. This is why I don't come to New York. The state sucks, yo. But hey, listen, our people gotta wake up, man. It's brothers like that that just have no understanding or correlation of the Bible or who they are. But hey, listen, at the end of the day, the Most High might have mercy on that brother, bring him in the wilderness, or open his eyes. He might run to somebody that opened his eyes, and he might be able to understand, right? Read this.
This Jeremiah, chapter 51 and 62.
Right up.
Then shalt thou say, O Lord, thou hast spoken against this place.
Thou hast what?
Thou hast spoken against this place.
What?
To cut it off.
To do what?
To cut it off.
Read.
That none shall remain in it.
Right.
Neither man nor beast.
Right.
But that it shall be desolate forever.
How long?
Forever.
Read.
And it shall be, when thou hast made an end of reading this book, that thou shalt bind a stone to it, and cast it into the midst of Euphrates. And thou shalt say, Thus shall Babylon say.
What did the Lord say?
Thus shall Babylon say.
Read it again.
Thus shall Babylon say. And shall not rise from the evil that I will bring upon her.
With that, I'm going to close out, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shem, Mashiach, Wamalak, Yahweh, Shabbat, Shem, Kakadash. Come here, Shem.